Alright, so this video is about your negative shit and like basically the mentality you want to go about in life, So basically, life, bro, life isn't about chasing happiness, chasing comfort, bro. Chasing the things you want to chase, like that life is not ideal. Like I had I had to learn this the hard way. Also read it from the book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Like we gotta choose in life what we want to suffer with instead of what we want to be happy with. Because if we choose things that make us happy, then we get a sense of like that feeling where you kind of like get so used to feeling happy you don't know what true happiness is. Like for example, you're addicted to fapping and you keep on fapping, and then you gain a sense of tolerance towards fapping, and then you need to fap much more just so you can arouse yourself or make yourself feel that same feeling you got when you get one. So let me explain more, because I know there's some fucking idiots and I'm an idiot. So yeah, let's just say this is you, right? You're in the first stage one of vaping, like watching normal hentai, normal pornography videos, and you got like stage 5 here where you're watching fucking rape videos, you're fucking watching aggressive fast video paced videos, shit, like, and you're fucking beating your meat so fucking hard, and you're having some dark desires. So stage 1 is where you, like, as a kid, you first watch pornography, like probably like a sex scene from a movie, and then boom, that's stage 1. And then to get the same feeling as you got in stage 1, because you kept on doing it, you need to go to stage 5 to get that same feeling that you got in stage 1. I hope you understand that. Like, you gain tolerance towards it. The more you do it and the more you get of it, the more you're going to need the dosage of it. You're gonna need to have a higher dosage of it to get that same high feeling. You gain tolerance towards it. So basically, that's what life is, bro. That's what life is. If you keep chasing things that make you happy and instant gratification things, like, I don't say instant gratification things just because, like, be hard, work hard, be a grinder. It's to prepare yourself for the things that life's about to throw at you. Because if you just do shit that only doesn't prepare you, bro, like, you only do shit that makes you feel comfortable, or shit that makes you live in comfort and choose the instant gratification stuff, then you're gonna be hit hard with life, bro. You're going to get hit hard with life, because it's not about life is not going to be about all happy and fun. You already know that. But instead, you still try to run away from the fact you try to run away from that fact and distract yourself with instant gratification things like burgers, like video games, with all this bullshit, instead of doing the hard work or suffering, taking that cold shower and living in comfort, bro. Like laying down in your bed scrolling to TikTok. Instead of doing that, you could be doing so much better other things that could be benefiting you. You know what I'm trying to say? So let's see it this way. Basically, we need to help our minds right now, because if we don't callous our minds, if we don't harden our minds for what life's about to throw at us, because it is gonna throw us some shit, then we're setting up ourselves for failure. You need to stop chasing these positive, happy feeling, because you may think that there's sunshine at the end. Like, just keep chasing happiness, and at the end it will be happy. Because if you chase a life full of happiness, then you will just be mediocre. And fair enough, if you want to be mediocre, click off from this video. But I know if you're watching this video, you're tired of being mediocre. You're tired of being like every other person who chases instant gratification bullshit, you know, like who don't go to the gym, who just eat junk food, bro, lay in bed all day, scroll through TikTok. Go ahead. If you want to be like that, go ahead. Live a life. Well, personally, me, I don't want to live that life. I want to be that motherfucker who is calm throughout the storm, and everybody just looks at him and is like, holy shit, he's so calm, we should look up to him. And then everybody starts to look up to me, and then everybody just calms down themselves, you know. I want to be that motherfucker who gets kicked in the balls by life and still stands the fuck up and looks at it in the face and asks for another kick in the balls. You know, that's what we should do. Especially us men, bro. We nowadays, we are turning out to be weak. Like, I used to fucking, when somebody told me something like that I didn't like holy shit, you're gaining weight or whatever, like some bullshit other thing, like, you know, like, personally, a woman can be emotional, but us men, like, that ain't toxic masculinity, that's just plain masculinity. Women and fucking other people try to run away from this fact. Like, why do you think that people say like men shouldn't cry, men shouldn't do this? It's because men shouldn't be emotional, and girls and females are trying to give us that freedom where to say like, oh, you can cry on my shoulder, but inside her, that feminine, like, she doesn't understand it. That feminine side of her, inside of her, she's saying like, this guy is a fucking pussy. I don't want to date this guy. He's a fucking pussy. And then if she stays with you, it's because she wants to settle down. She wants to settle down because, what is it called? She wants to settle down because she doesn't think that she's good enough to find somebody else, or she doesn't want to. She feels lazy because you guys were in a relationship for too long. It's either one of those two. Your woman does not want to say it, but she does not like an emotional woman. So what you need to do is get a right-hand man, bro, a best friend that you have. Talk to him about all your problems. Your brother, whoever may it be. Get one or two friends, and then only those two. And make sure those two are not fucking backstabbing motherfuckers, okay? Make sure, bro. And share your feelings to only those two people. Because being emotional is for the weak. We take hard shit. We get slapped in the face and we just take it. That's our job as men. And we need to be those hard motherfuckers. Like, we are not those hard motherfuckers yet, bro. Like, we're not as hard as Spartans were. We're not as hard as Romans were, as Greeks were. So that's why we need to stop chasing happiness and instant gratification and get fucking disciplined, bro. We need to just stop thinking there's sunshine at the end of the road and just see a plain fucking empty dark road, and just imagine yourself running through that, and whatever decision you make, we fall down in that run because we may be tired, and then we get back up and keep on running. Every decision that we make affects that road that we're taking. You see that road, probably you look back and you see that road behind you, you know, and say, holy shit, I've made some good decisions in my life and I made some bad ones. Look at the bad ones and move forward. Like, for example, right now, when I was reading, I wasn't focusing on reading, and so then I wasn't being mindful of of my actions, you know. I look back to it. I said, holy shit, when I was thinking of something while I was reading, I went to my laptop and I researched on it, like, and that's not good. That's kind of like multitasking, and I want to focus on one thing, and that is getting knowledge from this book. And now, from now on, I'm gonna be more mindful of what I do. When I get that thought inside my head, where press the escape button, because I'm on a video right now, like playing music, and if I get thought in my head where I want to press the escape button and research on something, I'm gonna say to myself, no, I need to focus on this. I need to stop being a little bitch, you know. We need to stop chasing that happiness. We need to stop chasing that pizza, because if you keep choosing that pizza, if you keep chasing that pizza high, that dopamine rush where you get that slice of pizza, then we're just going to become obese. If we keep chasing that like, if you keep chasing these females, bro, and you keep getting the numbers and you keep fucking them, then we're gonna end up being fucking what is it called? What is that word called? Fuck. We're gonna be immune. We're gonna be immune to love, because we see, if you keep fucking random females, then you're gonna see them as like sexual objects, like whether you like it or not, and then you're gonna, like, the way you see love is gonna fall down, you know. So stop fucking chasing that shit, and stop laying in bed all day scrolling through TikTok, because we need to start choosing our suffering instead of what makes us happy. If you want a YouTuber, you choose the suffering of having to do whatever you have to, like make arts and crafts or whatever you want to do. You choose that suffering. Don't give up on it. Even if the views are zero, even if the subscribers are zero, that is the suffering you choose. You choose to go through that suffering every fucking day, seeing no results. That's the suffering you choose, and you still choose to move forward. That is the suffering you choose. Like, you think like Michael Jordan. You think he chose his happiness through basketball? He chose the suffering of going through the hard training he went through, and being fucking consistent with that, and training whether he liked it or not. Because the truth is, motivation is not going to be there all the time. Happiness is not going to be there all the time. Consistency is based on discipline. So you see Michael Jordan, you see Mike Tyson, these people, they didn't say like, holy shit, I really want to train today. There's some days, and I guarantee you, there are some fucking days, I put that on my life, there are some days where you are not going to want to train, but you are going to have to train. And if you choose that suffering, that's the suffering you choose that you want to go through in life, then you're putting yourself up for success. Because if you choose your suffering, you can also choose the happiness of it. You choose the suffering of being a YouTuber, you're also choosing the happiness of, like, not being, for example, not being employed, like seeing the end of the road, you know. But if all you do is choose your happiness, like, if you only choose your happiness, like staying in bed, like if I were to like choose my happiness right now, like what would make me really happy? Stay in bed and order a pizza, bro, and just watch movies and fucking jack off or something. I don't know, like do some bullshit shit, you know, like waste my fucking time and not read this book, and like follow my pleasurable stuff that I want to follow. Then if I choose that happiness, I'm not only choosing my happiness, but I'm also choosing my suffering. It's like a reverse thing. If you choose your happiness now, you will suffer later. If you choose your suffering now, you will get happiness later. You know what I mean? If I choose to do that, I'll feel like shit, I'll feel groggy, then probably skip the gym and then just sleep throughout the entire day. There are things that are out of our control, that we think are out of our control, but it really isn't. We need to stop being little bitches and start choosing the hard work, even if we don't want to. Every single day I step into the shower and I think to myself, I want to take a warm shower. I've been taking cold showers ever since I started self-improvement. I believe I deserve a cold shower, or it's fucking -2 degrees outside. I believe I deserve a cold shower. But in reality, I don't. Because every day I choose that fucking cold shower instead of taking a warm shower. I'm hiring up my discipline more and more. Every day I go for a run outside, I hire up my discipline more and more. And that's what we need to start doing. Stop chasing the happiness, because it will get you nowhere in the future. And I put that on my life. You will regret all the actions that you are doing right now. You will regret it. Like, I chose my suffering for the past few months of being stressed with school, all this, and I and like improving myself, like my humility, like I choose to put myself out there and like lower down my ego and shit, like, and lower down my and get some humility and shit, you know, like be more respectful towards others around me. Like, I've been trying to do that, and I put myself out there, put myself vulnerable, and that's the suffering I chose. And I totally do not regret it. I am completely happy I chose that. That is a perfect example. I chose the suffering of reading all these books and learning and posting these videos out to knowledge you guys. I chose that suffering, and I completely fucking love it. I chose to run outside. I chose to stay consistent in the gym, and I'm fucking happy with it. I do not regret any of it. If you choose suffering instead of comfort, you will grow and you will be happy. I promise you that. So just try it out. Stop chasing comfort and stop chasing instant gratification. Think about your future self for once if you haven't. And do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. And subscribe and join the Discord down below.